Students, the first question is, why did such a large number of international leaders attend the inauguration? What did it signify the triumph of? So actually, student, the word inauguration, you all know the opening ceremony, and why did such a large number of international leaders, as you saw in the story, so many international leaders actually gathered and attended that inauguration of South Africa's first republic elections. And when South Africa, in simple words, actually got their freedom, and what this incident actually signify, what this victory actually signifies. The word triumph means, students, victory, and signify, you all know that what this triumph, what this victory it's signifying. So the answer, students, you would write, the presence of large number of international leaders was a gesture. Gesture means, student, you want, if you want to show something with your physical bodily expression, that is known as gesture. So this is a gesture that, how a solidarity from international community to the idea of the end of apartheid. So actually, as I told you in every answer, this is the sample answer that you would look for an idea how should you write the answer of these questions. So the full answer is actually, student, the presence of a large number of international leaders was a gesture of solidarity from international community to the idea of the end of apartheid. And it actually signified, at is the second part of the question, what did it signify the triumph of. In the end, it's always the good that wins over evil. So actually, ultimately, all the torture that the black people were facing, all sort of discrimination that was prevalent in South Africa before that, all that actually ended at that point of time when the first democratic elections held in South Africa. So actually, because of that, all sort of leaders, all international leaders actually attended that party, and it actually simply signifies the fact of victory of triumph, victory of good over evil actually. Now question number 2, students, what does Mandela mean when he says he's simply the sum of all those African patriots who had gone before him? Students, in this question you need to understand the question first. He is talking about, all those African patriots. Patriots means, Deshbhakt, who loves his country. So there are many patriots who has born in Africa before him, and he is actually the sum of. So in the answer, students, you would write that when he says that he is the simply of sum of all those African patriots who born before him on this soil, who was also the great nationalist, who had also great love for country. He means to say that he can also connect with those people. He is also very much, he wants to say that he can also, connect with their sacrifices, that what sacrifices that they made, and all those noble and brave men who have fought for African people's collective liberty. Collective liberty means collective freedom of all those people. This is not the freedom of only black people. This is the freedom, this is the independence of a nation. This is the nation's independence actually. He was fighting for the nation. His country was, actually isolated from the world community. So it was not about one person, one community, it was about the whole country. And he could connect with all his past great leaders in their qualities. He also had those qualities. That's what he felt about him. So, and that is why he further you will write that he was of all those great people from previous generation also, that South Africa has finally able to achieve their goal, and finally able to achieve